I'm going to give you some tips on, pardon me, I'm going to give you some tips on taking care of your natural hair. And yeah, so I'm just going to give you a few tips. Tip one, tip number one is to make sure your hair is oiled. Not over oiled, just oiled enough to keep it from drying out, keep it from brittling up and rubbing together. And yeah, that's it. That's that one. So number one is to keep your hair oiled, not over oiled, not under oiled, but just right. Um, Another great tip is co-washing or using shampoo not so often. Everyone does not get down with the co-washing, which is fine. And for those who don't know, co-washing is mixing a few conditioners together and using that as your wash and doing that by some people do it once a week, some people do it, every few weeks, some people do it every few days. It's really up to you on how you decide to use the co-wash. But you can sometimes if I feel like my hair just needs a little shampoo, I'll mix a little shampoo into my conditioner co-wash and I would wash my hair from there. Now when you use shampoo though, you have to know that the shampoo will dry your hair out. That's just what it does. It takes out the good and the bad um the good and the bad benefits that's in your hair, good and bad moisture, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you want to make sure that if you do that, that you are adding back in the proper oils and nutrients that your hair needs to keep from being dry and brittle. Now, that's one thing you want to do. The next thing you want to do is try as much as possible to leave your natural hair alone. Leave it alone. Don't constantly playing in it or messing with it. Pick a style, stick with it for a week or 2 weeks or however long. There's so many styles out there that you can do, from twist outs to braid outs to updos and all types of things. A lot of people do sew-ins to keep themselves from messing with their hair while it's growing. Um, there's a lot of great tips to keep your hands out of your head and make sure that you have the right person in your hair. Don't just let anybody do your hair. Everybody's not trustworthy to do your hair. So, and I'm telling you this from experience. Experience. Do not let everyone in your hair. It would not be a good result if you just let any and everybody do your hair. So you want to find, that's my third one. You want to find the right person. If you're unable to do your hair yourself, you want to find the right person to take care of your hair. I know there's I don't know how faithful everybody is, but I'm pretty good in my faith, and I believe in people that have healing hands. That people have hands to help your hair grow, to help your hair to stay healed. And there's people out there that pray over their hands every day before they put their hand in somebody's head. And they take real care about making sure they're doing right for the right person. Hubby is over on his side of the office working and being a goofball. But there is there is a lot of ways. You threw me off. There is a lot of ways to make sure you find the right person to take care of your hair. Like I said, everyone is not trustworthy on taking care of your hair. And if you don't like that person, don't go there to them just because you feel that's the only thing you can do. There's videos and websites and blogs that you can check into that can help you at least maintain your natural hair. Okay, so you don't want to just go to anybody to get your hair done. You want to make sure you're going to the right person for the right reasons, and that they have your interest and your the care of your hair at heart. You want to try to go to someone who loves hair, because most of the time people that love hair is going to take care of hair. I am a lover of hair, of natural hair, and I wouldn't recommend anything for somebody that I wouldn't recommend for myself. If they would not recommend it for themselves, if they don't use it, don't use it. You know, my hair butter, I use it. I use it every day, and I recommend it for people. But that's what I use. I use my hair butter. I don't tell you use something that I'm not using. I use hair butter, and I use it on a consistent basis. I use my hair butter on my kids, on my daughters. I have 4 girls, okay, 4 daughters, and I use it on their hair. And I wouldn't use anything else on their hair. I don't use grease. I don't use anything out there. I make my own stuff, and I use it, and I use it with an intent of making sure my girls and my hair is healthy and to the best of its growing ability, and that has worked out for me great. So that tip number 3: whoever you go see, make sure that they have your best hair interest at heart. Okay, and another thing is, if you can try as much as possible. And I know it's going to take people some time to get used to, because they're used to their products and they're used to what they use, and that's fine. But try not to use anything that is synthetic, that's fake, that has any fake oils in it whatsoever. And try to get in the habit of looking at your oils or whatever you're getting from the beauty supply. Try to make a habit of looking at the back and looking at the list and what it's saying, and if there's any other fake ingredients in there. Because yes, it will advertise the healthy oil, the healthy ingredient on the front. I mean, it's an advertisement. They're trying to make money. They're trying to sell. So that's what they're going to do. But if you check the back, you will see, sometimes you'll see mineral oil. Sometimes you'll see different oils or different products in there that are man-made, are fake. And, ooh, pardon me. You want to try to stay away from those oils as much as possible. That will just clog up your pores. You don't want any oils that's going to clog up your pores, that's going to keep your hair or prevent your hair from growing or cause you to have split ends or something like that of that nature. You want to try to keep away from those things. And let me see, what else can I tell you ladies about that will help you with your hair? Um, Use warm water, not hot water. Not hot water. Use warm water, and then when you get done washing your hair, rinse it in cold water to seal all the moisture and all your ends and everything. And do that, okay? I don't know what I'm yarning for y'all, but yeah, do that. That's what you want to do. You want to use warm water when you wash your hair, and you want to use, my kid is calling me, warm water when you wash your hair, and then you want to rinse it with cold water at the very end. You don't have to rinse it to get it out with cold water, but like at the very end when you're just doing one last rinse, rinse it with cold water to seal in your ends and seal in the moisture. And wide tooth comb. Wow, wide tooth comb will save you a lot of hurt and pain and a lot of your natural hair, okay? Use a wide tooth comb when you're combing your hair. And then when you comb it, you take the wide tooth comb, right? And you take it and you comb it starting from the end. And you detangle the ends first. And you just move up little by little to comb it. And that will save you so much pain. Okay, we all know when mom combing and she combing from the top and she comb all the way back and you just can't say nothing, can't do nothing. Those days are over. Okay, we're done with those days. We have better ways of getting our hair combed. So what you want to do is, like I said, wide tooth comb. will be your best friend for your natural hair, okay? You just take it, pardon me, yarning again. You just take it and you comb it, okay? And it's going to be the best thing you can possibly do for your hair. Again, one last thing I want to tell you about too is check. Just because it says it's natural, don't always mean it's all natural. Okay, just because it says it does not mean it's all natural. So don't go for the hype. Check it out, and like I said, it comes with reading the back of the labels and looking at different things. Check it out, and if you can't pronounce the word, or if you have no idea what the word is, you may be able to pronounce it but don't know what it is. Might not be the oil you want to go with. Might not be, what you want to use on your hair. Now, if you do some research about it and you check out that everything's cool, that it's natural, ooh, I don't know what the yum is all about. But if you check it out and it's natural and it has gotten great reviews and people say it's a good oil, then you can try it. There's nothing wrong with trying things to see what works best for your hair. But you don't want to be a product junkie where you're trying each and everything all the time, because your hair needs to get used to something. If you'll figure out what works better for your hair, what takes better on your hair and your hair texture and your environment. Your environment has a big part to do with your natural hair, how it grows, how it dries out, when it dries out, how much moisture you need, how much, how much whatever you need, how much, it all comes in. Environment, stress level has a lot to do with your hair. You just want to try to keep as minimal things as possible going on with your hair and with your body. What you bring into your body also affects your hair. What you drink affects your hair. It's a lot of factors in your hair care. Some people think just going natural is going to make their hair grow, it's going to make their hair beautiful and perfect. No, I'm sorry. I don't know who told you that. It's a lie. That's not going to happen, okay? You're going to have to figure out what is your best regimen for you. And you're also going to have to figure out what am I putting in my body that is not good for myself as well as my hair? Okay, if you can't pull nutrients from it, if your hair is not pulling nutrients from your body because you're not putting good nutrients in your body, then your hair is not going to grow. Okay, that's just the bottom line. Your hair is not going to grow. Okay, and then maybe some people say, oh yeah, my hair is growing. Okay, but how long will it grow, or how long will it take and stick at that growth level? Some people, it might grow for a second, it might grow pretty good, and then it might just stick at that level because you're not putting in the proper nutrients. Okay, so you want to try to do that as much as possible and get in all the good nutrients as you possibly can. And with that being said, I'm going to have to end this video, and I hope that I helped you ladies on some things you can do for your natural hair and gave you a little laugh within the video. But I have to go because my 4-year-old is calling me at the top of her lungs, and she probably don't want nothing. But as a mom, I have to go check it out. So with that being said, take care of your hair, ladies. I am so happy that you have decided to join us natural hair ladies on this great journey, this great adventure of finding the beauty inside of us. And be blessed. Stay strong. You can do it. You can push for it. And you will have the most beautiful natural hair that you have ever seen in your life if you follow these tips and take care of your hair. With that being said, God bless you and talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.